essentially, in like NASCAR 6, you get contracts and stuff, and it's like at a certain point there was no real challenge because if you get one of the top rides, you just dominate. And that's not really the case in NASCAR Thunder, or I assume that Daytona, because even when you have like a top flight car, you'll still have those races where you're actually fighting to win races or fighting to finish in the top 5, fighting for a top 10. You never have that in NASCAR 6 or 07, and I imagine 08. Once you get, I mean, I don't know about 08. I might be wrong about that. But 06 and 07, when you get like one of those top, contracts, it's just so easy, even if you play on the higher difficulties, because you're just like, you're just absolutely destroying the competition, and it's just kind of takes the fun out of it, really. We have a new race. What's this? We do the road rage. Not in that piece of shit. Let's go back to this car. I like this car. I like every car. That's gonna be the joke. I like this car. It's just every car except for the coupe, or except for the fucking ones in the first.
All right, takedown transmission coming at you from me, Striker. Listen up. I caught a Whopper down by the trailer park in Silver Lake. A Whopper. It's as big as my car.
Why do I feel like he wasn't going to say car? Jesus, I fucking almost ran him. But, I say but, that's a... You see that son of a bitch try to swerve into me? Oh, hey, Taxi, how you doing? Oh, hi, Taxi. I'm never gonna watch that movie. But Tommy was so in it. I just know the memes, so... I love when the AI just crash for no reason. Ah, fuck you. So fun. The game's great. You could wreck people. Who hasn't played a racing game before? You like to play NASCAR games. You want to just do that. I think we've all done that thing where we play, like, if you play NASCAR games or whatever, where I thought we were going right. Where you just go out there and you just try to make cause the biggest wreck as possible. This game is just that, but it's just the entire game, and it's the actual point of the game, just to wreck everything, and you get some really cool wrecks and just some crazy shit going on. That's why I love this game. You don't get this in Paradise. I feel like doing the open world stuff in Paradise was kind of what made that game not as fun for me. Some people probably like that, but for me, it's just not as fun. I like this closed course kind of stuff. We got the gold, so. Get out of my way, bitch. That car's aerodynamic as fuck when it's flat like a pancake. Jesus. Ah, fuck you. I think we've all done that thing where we just want to cause as much mayhem as possible in racing games where we're not supposed to. I assume that's where the idea for this game came from. But it's just like a game where where the entire purpose is just to wreck. That guy went for a fucking trip. Get out of here. This is a game I played a lot. Childhood. There's this. NASCAR Thunder 03 and 04. Were we 4 wide there for a second and no one hit that bus? Well, someone might hit the bus. Fuck you. Oh god. Wow.
Okay, takedown transmission coming at you. Listen.
I was about to say I don't know how the blue car made it through there, but I probably should have been paying attention. But yeah, this NASCAR 03, NASCAR 4, NASCAR 5, all the NASCAR games all up to 06 were really my stuff that I played a lot of in my childhood, and to this day, really. Should I get one more? Damn it. Those, in terms of racing games anyway. Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 was a game I played a hell of a lot of. Love that game. That's pretty much it for racing games that I can think of right now off the top of my head. I'm looking over at my games right now and I don't really see anything else. Non-racing games would be like things like Halo, like the original Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST Reach. I played a lot of those. Couldn't care less about Halo 4 or 5. Could not care less. Tony Hawk's Underground, that was a game I played a lot of back in the day. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite games. And I'm just listening to games. Grand Theft Auto 4, that's a really good game. If you never played Grand Theft Auto 4, but you play Grand Theft Auto 5, play 4. Because 4 is better. At least story-wise. Because Niko Bellic is a damn good character. And I feel like he doesn't get enough recognition as being a very good character.
That's a good thing. Looks like something
Oh, hello. But it's always been one of my favorite. That's the first GTA I properly played because as growing up, I saw my cousin play, GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and then San Andreas. And I never got to play him much because I was the younger cousin, and then if you're a younger sibling or cousin, you don't get to play the game. You just get to watch. So when GTA 4 was coming out in 2008, I saw a trailer for it, or I think it was like X-Play was doing like a little, back when X-Play was still a thing. I think they were doing like a, I love this. This car's so nice. I like this. It's so lightweight, jeez. X-Play was doing like a little, preview thing because that's what they did. They covered all the major games, and it was a pretty big fucking deal. First GTA since San Andreas. Just use the walls to your advantage. If you're looking for tips on how to do this, just fucking drive against the walls and hold the boost down. I'm surprised I didn't get crashed there. But and I saw a trailer and I was like, this looks so good because at the time it looked really good. You go back and you play, having watched a lot of GTA San Andreas being played, things like that. When characters, there was no ragdoll physics, anything like that. So in GTA 4, the way people reacted to being, bumped into by a car and things like that were all very. It was just neat, and it was like, yo, this is, this is new and interesting. And then I expected to play a game and not really care about the story. It was GTA. I just, kind of wanted to go around, steal cars, and do crazy shit. But then I played the game and I got into it, and it was like, yo, I like this story. I like this. So it's actually one of my favorite stories in a game. With Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. We don't talk about it. I don't talk about it in Andromeda because that, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't exist. And a game that I really am into right now is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. If you like Digimon and you got a PS4, you need to get both the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games because they're really fun. And even if you're not that big on JRPGs, it doesn't matter. They're simple as hell to play and fun as all hell. Have I completed every event here? I know there's like a stupid ass. I wish they still said new for races I haven't done. What is this for? Gold unlocks Dominator. Oh yeah, we got to do this. It's for the Dominator. It's for the Dominator. We got to do it for the Dominator. Dominators are important. I want to try to get all the Dominators at least. I'm gonna regret saying that. That said, in Dirt 2, I said I was gonna complete all the events. See, it's just this car, but it has the cool flames and shit. I mean, look at it. It's so cool looking. And I'm pretty sure it's faster than this one. It should be. It'd be kind of dumb if it wasn't. It's just this car with a cool paint scheme. I like how in America and like NASCAR and stuff, it's like, yeah, these are paint schemes. In Europe, in like Formula 1 and other stuff like that, it's livery. It's like, yeah, we have a livery. What the hell is? What does the word livery even mean? I didn't even know he's gonna be there. I kind of just cut to the left, not knowing. My mustache is making my face itch. I need to trim again. There was a time my mustache got so long I couldn't eat without getting fucking hair in my mouth, and that is not. I scared the Dominator. I feel like he should be tougher than that. He's the Dominator. He should be, hardcore and shit. But yeah, long mustache and shit like that. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, see, they do that shit. He's right on your tail, 5 seconds behind. Like they make the Dominators out to be like, or you know, the people you race one-on-one to be like these badasses, but yet they get freaked out. He's fucking rubber banding like a madman. They rubber band hardcore on this game. Like super hardcore, or at least they try to. Some cases they can't really do it. I think maybe they get caught up on shit, but a lot of the time they will. All right, that's kind of bullshit. I've bounced off so many walls like that, it's not even funny. That was right on my ass. I had a chance to make a little distance. Where the fuck is he? Is he next to me? Hello? Hello? Nice. I wouldn't call 5... I don't think you know what 5 seconds in racing terms means. Like, 5 seconds in racing terms is an eternity. Oh, boy. Here he comes. Just absolutely... I'm limiting... I'm rev limiting right now. And that sack of shit turned in front of me. He was taking... At least... Okay, at least that guy was, like, taking a turn. Hit me. Hit something. The hell? Did he wreck too? Okay, cool, whatever. At least he was turning to, like, go onto a street. Everyone else who's turned in front of me has no fucking excuse, because they've just turned in front of me in the middle of a straightaway. Okay, thank God. Game's real weird about what counts as slamming into a wall and what doesn't. He's crashing a lot, it would seem. If he's hiding. This game doesn't have 360 look. And that's another thing that's weird to me. When NASCAR Heat 2 was coming out, people were bitching about, which I haven't even talked about that game yet, and I should probably not during this game, because it's not a NASCAR game, but whatever. Fuck it. So I was kind of wanting to keep that separate, you know, but whatever. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. People were complaining about, like, why isn't there a 360 third-person look? It's like, who the fuck plays racing games in third person? I mean, unless you're playing, like, an arcade game like this, then, you know, then I can see it. But, like, F1 2017 and, like, 2016 and shit have 360-degree third-person camera swivel. Like, you can, you know, spin the camera around any way you want. Why? There's no point in that. I need one thing to do with the camera, alright? Give me a hood view, a cockpit view, and that's all I want, and make it where when I flick down on the right thumbstick, I look behind me. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I need. I don't need to look around and shit. I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to win races and shit, and, you know, people complain about the weirdest things. And then there's whole stats debacle. The NASCAR Heat 2 is like, well, a game in 2003 had, or game in 2002 had stats. It's like, yes, they did, but we heard about your goddamn Whopper, Striker, you son of a bitch. I assume the start finish line's up here. I assume. I could be entirely wrong. He has been back there for a while. That scares me, to be honest. But people were mad because there weren't stats in NASCAR 2, and I was like, I would like them, but it's not game breaking to me. Cause I think there was one dude like went real hard on it and was like, he wasn't gonna buy the game. I'm like, all right. NASCAR Heat 2 had a lot of problems too. I had, like, the first day I played, I had so much fun with it. It was so good, so good. Like, I can't tell you how much fun it was. It was so fun, so good. It's the most fun I had with a NASCAR game in years. A new NASCAR game in years. Like, not since, like, NASCAR 7 had I had that much fun playing a NASCAR game. Well, after I get through with, like, the first little intro season, some shit changed. And what happened was, the AI all of a sudden, and maybe it was probably always like this, but I just never noticed it. It just started seeming like the AI just did not give a shit about my existence as another car or another being on the track, because they would do. I don't care about the fucking compact. You only get a car from that, and I'll do that later if I really feel like it.
All right, here you go. I'm hooking you up. All right, check this out.
It just kept seeming like they... Oh, I gotta use this shitmobile. I want to use the Dominator, damn it. It kept seeming like the AI would just kind of fucking run through you, run over you.
Yes,
Didn't
this
matter
is Crash
what.
FM. Tell
Cut your
dad,
nose
go
off
back
your car.
home.
Like, you know,
We got some
you go
seriously
into
fast
to
vehicles covering the quarter
getting
mile
the
in
to the
under
bottom line to
6
get into,
seconds.
to
So unless
inside
you're
of.
entering today in the family truckster,
Oh
stay
God, we're
off
already.
the road.
All right,
Your
cool. Yeah,
racing
that was an
info, stay
escape.
with Crash FM.
I'll take that. But it always seemed like, you know, whenever I would try and get to the inside of a car or truck, they would just come down on me and just completely cut the nose off my truck, or was truck because I was in the truck series. Just completely cut the nose off my truck and spin me the fuck out. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And if you touch their right side of the truck with your left side of the truck, which I mean, I don't know how else you'd fucking do that, unless you were backwards. But if you touch the right side of the truck or vehicle, because I also did some Xfinity races, so if you just touch the right side of the AI, it would like send you careening to the wall and on the right, and then you hit the wall and you come to a dead fucking stop. Like, momentum is not a thing. And the other thing is, you can't even really wreck. Like, if you, out of frustration, I may have hit the wall and then turned left to hit the AI as they went by. They all went by me like I was like a door stopper. Like, they just, like, as they went by, just kind of flicked me. And that was it. I was nothing to them. They did not react to me touching them. And I'm like, okay, so this whole... Damn it. So this whole realistic physics, or whatever the hell it was called, I can't remember, assist off. So the whole assist off thing, it doesn't affect the AI, apparently. It just affects you. So when you get touched one way, a certain way, you know, you get fucked. I mean, that's not really how it was in NASCAR, older games, where in NASCAR 3, if you bump an AI a certain way, they react in the same way you would react if you get hit that way. I mean, granted, you have assists, but you would react in a similar way that they would react. But then there's also a thing in NASCAR 2 where you bump the left rear side of an AI, and they'll just spin the fuck out. It's that easy. Right? You touch the right side, it is... They do not care. It's not like that in Dirt to Daytona. I mean, you can't really spin somebody out by hitting them in the right side, but, I mean, they're turning left. Her jokes, yes. NASCAR drivers only turn left. But they turn left, so it makes sense for them to not be able to be that easy to turn to spin out to the right. Wow. That bus just got fucked.
Apparently our burners aren't kicking enough damage for them to see. Come on, you guys, boys and girls, kick it to the next gear. Let's go. I am Striker.
All right, I'm trying. Jesus, man. I want a raise. Is that enough for you? But and in Dirt Daytona is that thing too, where you rear end somebody and they spin out too. But it's still kind of the same thing where they'll hit you and you'll react in a similar manner if they react to you, and that's important to me in a racing game. And I know what you're thinking. Just turn assists on. Well, here's the problem with that. You can't edit the fucking setup to your car if you have assists on. Because, I guess they figured, oh, well, if you're a person with assists on, you're probably too damn stupid to, want to edit the fucking, how the vehicle handles. Like, and the default setup is so trash on so many tracks. I tried doing Gateway. Gateway is a flat fucking track. There is no goddamn banking on that track whatsoever. I need to loosen my truck up. Or car, whatever. I need to loosen my vehicle up to make it where I can get through the corners better, to make it where I'm more comfortable, or at least make it where I'm comfortable. I can't do that. I have to wait till I'm in the race. They don't let me do that before the race, before qualifying. No, you have to wait till you're in the race, and then you can only edit little things. I'm a little upset about this whole thing, if you couldn't tell. It was just annoying. It just annoys me, and I haven't been able to play the game I haven't played the game a whole lot.
Dad, go back home. We got some
Because
fast vehicles
get all
covering the
gold
quarter mile
in race
under
tour
6
to
seconds.
unlock
So unless
this
you're entering today in
event.
the family truckster, stay off the road.
Oh,
For all
God.
your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
I guess we'll try to do that. Maybe. I don't really know. I don't really know if I want to do all that. I don't know what the end game like I've said a million times, I don't really know what the end game for this series is. but I'm pretty sure the gold tour will probably be
This
it.
is Crash FM. Tell your dad, go back home. We got some seriously fast
Why would I tell my
vehicles
dad to
covering
go
the
back
quarter
home?
mile in under 6 seconds. So unless you're
Oh, this is
interested
the
in the family
I didn't even
truck
notice I was
stay
racing
off
for the
road.
Dominator
For all
compact.
your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
Sack of shit. See, all Dominators look like that. But yeah, it just frustrates me, you know, because NASCAR Heat 2 is it's a really good base. It really is. I genuinely like what they're doing. They brought in a new series. They could bring in a 4th series in NASCAR Heat 3, then that'd be, you know, that'd be really cool. Well, get your ass, you sorry son of a bitch. Where you at? Never mind. No, I'm not. Oh God. Where the hell did he go? I saw him. Oh, what the fuck? Like, you know, it's a good base. You know, you got the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, Truck Series. Add in like a late model. I really like a late model series because I like the way late models look, really, mostly. You know, add in a late model series, add in a modified series, add in a dirt series, whatever. Add in like a little 4th series, or don't actually. You don't have to. Add in a little more detail to, because like I'm big on environment. I'm big on making it feel like you're, you know, a part of a world, and not just being like, oh yeah, go do this race, go do that race. With NASCAR 07 and 06, it was kind of, you know, your agent would talk to you and all that stuff, or people would call you, or you know, you had the little victory. He's losing you. Yeah, okay. Look, I don't know why I didn't even know I was doing this for a Dominator compact, which I don't really care about, but you know, whatever. I don't know if I should restart or just quit this race because I don't even know if I care. But I'm just going to fucking continue on. I could still win. This race is probably going to be long, I imagine. He's gained a second on me because I have no boost. But you know, you had victory lane celebrations, you had the championship celebrations in 06 and 07 where you were celebrating with your team, and it just felt like you were actually a race car driver and all this and stuff. That's important. That's really important, and that's something that Codemasters does well with F1 2017-2016, where you're, you know, the menu for career mode is you're in like your little team hospitality suite thing, and you have an agent that talks to you, you have an engineer that talks to you, and all that stuff, and it makes you feel like you're actually, you know, it feels like you're in that world. You know, so they need something like that, and that's something that I've always been big on when it comes to sports games, and you know, Madden and NBA 2K as well. You son of a fuck. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking beat him this time. But it's just, you know, like when Madden was on Xbox. My favorite Madden is Madden 07 on Xbox. 06 is fine too. 07 had a thing where, like, for example, players had roles. And that's really cool. That really adds personality to players that otherwise don't say anything or do anything, really, other than play football. So when you have a guy that has the underachiever role, like he was a top draft pick a couple years ago, and he never panned out. You can take that guy and say, I want to make him into. I want to, you know, I did the same goddamn thing, didn't I? You want to you can say, I want to take this underachiever guy. I got your ass this time, bitch. Yeah, you ain't going anywhere. You can say, I want to take this guy with this underachiever role, and I want to make him better. I want to make him into the player he was supposed to be when he was a first-round draft pick. You can do that. And you know, you got players that are you have the injury-prone role. You can take a risk on those guys, and it's all based on their stats and stuff. You know, like so for like an underachiever, for a player to be an underachiever, he has to have a overall below 82 by his 3rd year, and then he's given underachiever, and then, you know, he can shed that role, you know, which you can help players like that do by, you know, making them improve. And, you know, stuff like that was just fun and cool. You know, you have roles like feature back or, you know, team distraction, you know, and things just gave character to the players. NBA 2K does that, where players have, you know, badges. Like, this guy responds better to, being torn into. There are people like that they need tough love. Because in that game, player in NBA 2K, players will be doing my GM mode anyway. Players will come to you when they have a problem, like, hey, I'm not getting enough playing time. And say if they have a certain badge, well, then you'll know how to react to them, and you need to react to them in a certain way. Or you'll know they'll have a thing where they shoot three-pointers better from the corner of the court. Just things like that give players personality, make players different from each other. And it carries over to the fictional players too, not just the real-life players, but carries over to fictional players, and that's important as well. So my thing always for a NASCAR game would be, wouldn't it be really cool if, like, the drivers had some sort of, maybe not attributes. Attributes would be cool, though. That'd actually be a good way to do it. I think NASCAR 09 or 08 had attributes, though, and I don't know if they really worked out that well, because I didn't play that game a whole lot. I didn't really like it. I had it on 360. Don't you do it? You do it, motherfucker. No. Okay. I just went swerving. I crashed. I'm just dead over there to the left.